Located an hour north of Ballarat and nestled at the base of the Pyrenees Ranges is the small town of Avoca. In recent years, Avoca's sporting clubs have identified the need to grow both on and off field to ensure they continue to play an important role within their community. With the vision of becoming a family-friendly environment, Avoca's sporting clubs, with assistance from Sports Central and many other partners, have worked hard to build well-run clubs with a great culture for the community today and into the future.
Morning.
Hello.
How are they going?
Good, how are you?
Good. We were experiencing a decline in volunteer numbers, both on committee and also just generally. Our memberships were sliding as well. We weren't getting as many spectators through the gates on our normal home and away games. We were probably facing a culture of a club that wasn't as inclusive as we would have liked it to have been. So we knew that our primary target audience was families.
Things were getting a little bit stale and it was the same people doing the same work all the time. And we were sort of thinking of going down these lines of trying to restructure our system.
We'd identified that too few were just doing too much work. And so we needed to set a plan in place to try and improve that. So we got a grant to actually develop a strategic plan and to support that, some resources like a policies and procedures manual. And once we put that in place and started to work with Sports Central to develop that, we were able to get a whole lot of resources in place for people to be able to use.
Here today, like we'd have over 200 people play sport for Avoca. And then when you have the opposition sides come in, they have 200, so there's 400 people playing sport, plus all the followers and people who help. So you know, there's a fair few people about for the day that you're actually committed to making it run smoothly, and it takes a lot more people than it would have done years ago.
So once we were able to identify positions on the committee, people started to feel more comfortable about taking those jobs on because they were smaller and more manageable. They had a better understanding of what their role was supposed to be. So that was a big turning point for us.
What we've found over the last 12 months from the Avoca Tennis Club perspective is that we're sharing a lot of the roles, we're sharing the facilities, so what goes along with that is also looking after the facilities, sharing the cleaning and catering areas. It just makes it a lot easier on individuals when we work as one club.
If you go and approach someone, very rarely do they say no.
What we've experienced this year has been a really, really positive involvement from people actually coming to us saying, can we get involved, can we help you? Whereas in the past we were really experiencing people saying, oh, I don't want to do anything, because once I get onto a committee position or doing something, I'll be stuck there and I won't be able to get out. So this year we've actually had people coming to us saying, what can I do, how can I help? And that's been a huge improvement. Families have really embraced the club. We've got lots of juniors playing sport here. Our social functions are now geared towards a family environment. We've got sponsorship that's come in because things are looking a lot more positive here. The club is certainly experiencing a turnaround in those major areas.
All meetings that we've had have sort of been either here at the club or at other facilities here in Avoca. I guess the pleasing thing's been a lot of those have been after hours, so the Sports Central team have travelled out and met with us after hours, which makes it a lot easier for all our volunteers.
For families, we really looked at what we could do. We spoke to families and said, what can we do to try and improve the way we do things? Most functions we're getting, 30 to 40 families sticking around for tea and then, staying on for a little bit after that, which we haven't seen for a very long time. So it's been a huge change and parents love it. They reckon it's great.
The Avoca Tennis Club won their first premiership last year, 2013-14 A-grade premiership. So that's the first time in history of the Avoca Tennis Club in the Maryborough District League that's happened. So it was a tremendous thrill for our club and the town itself.
So we took over running the Avoca Riverside Market 2 years ago, and it was on a serious decline. We were noticing that stallholder numbers were dropping off, visitor numbers were falling off, and we thought if the footy club could take this on, it would be a great tool for us to give back to the community and again showcase that we're not just a football netball club, we're more than that, we're bigger than that.